Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, as we know, the value of great outside shooting perhaps never higher than it is right now. Kenny, in your mind, who are the premier
I'll tell you,
shooters in
it's
the game?
obvious that the Splash Brothers, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, top two guys shooting the basketball. Kyle Korver's right up there. An undervalued, underrated shooter, Carmelo Anthony.
Stop it. You name Carmelo before you name Dirk Nowitzki, before you name Damian Lillard, before you name Kevin Durant. I'll even put Jose Calderon.
Oh, you're kidding me. Over
Carmelo, yes, all day, every day.
Carmelo?
Yes.
Give me a shooting contest, Jose versus Carmelo. I'm taking Carmelo every night.
You set it up. Jose, what's up, Papi?
May 23rd, Shaq. Let's go down to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome to the Palace of Auburn Hills. We're in suburban Detroit, the home of the Pistons, where we'll be broadcasting today's game live. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. So Detroit will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Darren Williams out there with Matthews, and it's Pachulia in at the 5, roaming the paint. Matthews, no one around him. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Drummond with a screen on Williams. Jackson passes to Drummond. He used that pick to perfection.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Harris. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career. Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Powell. Felton is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Chandler Parsons.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Six seconds left in the first half. Matthews And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Pistons ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
They're playing with a sense of urgency, even though they're at home. Sometimes you feel so comfortable on your home court, the other team can jump on you. But they know these fans have their back, and now they're well positioned to build a lead in the second half.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, their defense was really inconsistent. They get a stop, then turn around and give up an easy bucket. That's why they allowed over 50% shooting. Their defense needs to be a lot more focused in the second half.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Marcus Morris is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Harris in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For Darren Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome.
And that one falls for Williams.
And guys, for Darren Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career. And he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to.
And, you know, talking about Darren Williams, last year wasn't all bad. I mean, nearly 7 assists a game, 3.5 rebounds, a steal. Not the stocking stuffer he used to be, but he still battled and still contributed.
Detroit making a switch. Meeks is checked in. Evan Harris is checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Darren Williams. On defense, Detroit. They trail by 1. Here is Barea. Nowitzki a screen. Parsons outside, shoots the 3, and the shot is good.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Now, here's Meeks. To the inside. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Pachulia. Nowitzki is out there with Anderson. And it's Matthews. And it's Williams at the point guard position. And the basket by Harris.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Jackson against Williams. Anderson kicks to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Pistons. Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He said, no time to waste, fellas. We've got to pick it up right now if we're going to make a comeback and try to win this thing. Let's go all out. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Dallas making a switch here. Parsons is checked in. Caldwell Pope. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Williams. There's a good screen. Pass to Nowitzki for the win. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. Time expires and we're going to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one as we watch this one go now to overtime. So Detroit will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, Anderson is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Darren Williams. Then there's Felton. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Detroit. The Mavericks also with a sub. Harris is checked in for Anderson. There's the dish to Nowitzki. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Nowitzki, what an offensive force he can be.
Drummond's checked in for Aaron Bain. Pachulia, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Correa comes in for Williams. Jackson kicks to Tolliver. 3-on-3. Pass to Felton from outside the arc. Laces one from 3.
And the hot shooting continues.
Yeah, along with the lack of defense we've seen, Greg, neither team really expending much energy when it comes to protecting the basket either. It's been all offense all the time.
Different look here for Detroit. Marcus Morris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And Harris subbed in for Johnson. Dallas also making some changes. Parsons comes in for Raymond Felton. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Devin Harris. Outside Jackson. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. Dishes to Morris. And it's Harris off the drive. Cannot hit. Parsons with some nice D. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management, crucial at this time of the game.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Harris kicks to Morris. Jackson off target with that shot. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough fuel to get across the finish line comfortably.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dirk, during that second half, what brought the conviction the team showed that allowed you guys to win this thing?
I think we just battled, and that was good for us. I thought that really won us the game down the stretch. We scrambled for each other, we rotated, got a couple lucky bounces down the stretch, and that always helped.
Dirk, thank you. Kevin, it all starts with that competitive spirit.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew. Thanking you for tuning in. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And this guy's been doing this his whole career. Man, we're talking about a Hall of Famer here, an icon in the city he brought a championship to. Not forget, one of the greatest shooters in NBA history.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.